it's Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. It's TMC Net's Editors Week in Santa Clara, California, November 2016. Slavik Markovich is with us. He is with a company called Demisto. And Slavik, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks, Rich. I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me.
So our pleasure. What does Demisto do?
So Demisto is a SOC operations efficiency company. We do security automation and orchestration, as well as a secondary goal is to make the analyst's life happier.
Okay, and specifically if I have to ask you, what pain do you take away for your customers?
Right, so what we're doing is we're trying to streamline the process of security operation. That is, streamline the incident response process, streamline how analysts actually go about resolving incidents, and also making sure that the knowledge is kept inside the company, searchable, indexable, and shared in a very efficient manner. So instead of the analyst having to work in what we call a swivel chair problem, where you actually go to a security tool, do something, copy-paste, take a screenshot, then copy-paste it into your incident response ticketing system, you basically do that directly through our platform and interact with all the security tools in your environment and collect the evidence directly back into the platform.
Fantastic. And what sorts of customers do you have?
So our customers range from financial, healthcare, and the high-tech enterprises, basically. So it's mid to large enterprises and the SOC managers, basically.
Fantastic. And what sorts of trends have you been seeing in the market lately?
I think that people are starting to realize that getting a slightly better detection is not good enough. So first of all, they understand that you're going to get breached. Then I think people are starting to understand that building a better mousetrap is not enough to actually be proactively smart about responding. And so people are really starting to think about the whole incident response process, how to make it more efficient, how to get the, break the silos between the security products and orchestrate and make them work together to protect the enterprise.
Fantastic. Now, do you have any news as a company as of late?
So we've just launched our newest version in Black Hat in end of July. We released also an open source content. So we're saying that all of our playbooks and automation scripts and everything is now open source, and we released a standard for sharing of those playbooks across products. So that's what we released, and our next version is coming in next year in January.
Great. And then in terms of the future vision for the company, where do you see yourself down the road?
So if you look at what sort of data you have when you do incident response, you realize that a lot of companies really focus on events, okay? But we actually see not the events, but what the analyst is doing as response to those events. And so this is a very rich, interesting data that you can mine and understand what is the standard response process for an incident. And so we can actually tell analysts, hey, you know what? This malware incident, the last 3 malware incidents, we saw you do A, B, C, those 3 actions. Would you like us to do them now for you? So we call that guided investigation, basically learning from previous experience and allowing or helping the analysts do the resolution in the new investigation. It's also much easier now to start training new analysts when they get on the job and they're fresh, they don't know any of the security tools in the company and they don't know the standards and the procedures. This is how you can actually guide them through the process according to what happened before.
That's great. Now, have we left anything out?
So basically, just a quick description of the 3 pillars of what the company is doing overall. And so what we're doing, we're focusing on the incident management lifecycle. So managing the incident from beginning to end. We're allowing efficiencies into the process by adding automation orchestration. We have over 70 security tools that we integrate with, and then you can orchestrate them and so on. And for the place where the incident basically is going through the workflow resolution and stops and needs some input from the analyst, then we allow the analyst to talk with our bot and interactively start asking questions. This is what we call the interactive real-time investigation, where you ask the bot, hey, dear bot, can you do me a favor, take a file from this endpoint, explode it in this sandbox, get me the results. And so you can actually talk with the bot and get him to do the stuff for you, which makes the whole investigation very streamlined.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here today. This was great.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks for having me.